Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
The war of words between Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg and Donald Trump has been hotting up this morning after the US president said Facebook has always been against him. It started when Mr. Trump declared on Twitter Facebook was always anti-Trump, the networks were always anti-Trump, hence fake news. But Mark Zuckerberg fired back in this statement on Facebook. Trump says Facebook is against him. Liberals say we helped Trump. Both sides are upset about ideas and content they don't like. That's what running a platform for all ideas looks like. Mr. Zuckerberg's response attracted 65,000 likes within 2 hours of being posted. He also said he regretted denying the role played by Facebook in spreading what he calls misinformation or fake news during the US presidential election. Apparent bias in the media isn't something Donald Trump has been quiet about, as you know. In fact, it's been a regular theme since he began his run for the presidency.
If you want to discover the source of the division in our country, look no further than the fake news and the crooked media, which would rather get ratings and clicks than tell the truth. I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
Can you state categorically that nobody...
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen. BBC News, that's another beauty. As far as BuzzFeed, which is a failing pile of garbage, as you know, I have a running war with the media. They are among the most dishonest human beings on earth.
Well, let's talk to Prashant Rao from the New York Times. That's another beauty as well. Prashant, hello. Thanks for coming on the programme. What do you think about this row between Trump and Zuckerberg?
Well, in one way, it's sort of in keeping with, as your package showed, the president has for quite a while taken aim at, what he would call and what others call the mainstream media. That includes, the New York Times, the BBC, major American TV news outlets, newspapers, including BuzzFeed, new media in that way. But in another, taking aim at Facebook is something that he has not, directly done that, at least by his Twitter account to date. And so it is unusual to target Facebook in this way.
So what is the role of social media in politics globally in 2017?
It really depends on who you ask. I think Facebook, you read out Mr. Zuckerberg's statement. It's very clear, after the U.S. presidential election, they very clearly stated they did not believe they had a role in that election result. But over time, they've increasingly tried to be a little more activist about the way they understand how they influence politics. So we see now, Facebook recently announced that it was hiring 3,000 new moderators for content on its platform. 3,000 moderators, that's bigger than most newsrooms, bigger than the vast majority of newsrooms. Yeah. So the fact is it has a massive role to play in media and the news. Is
Facebook biased against Donald Trump?
I think, if you were to ask conservatives on the right in the United States, they would probably say there is some degree of bias. Facebook in May 2016 had to fire its topics team because they were accused of suppressing right-wing topics in trending topics. And so in its move to its algorithm, Facebook would like to say that it's much more automated. Facebook is to the user how its feed is presented. That would certainly be their argument. So I think the questions of bias is one thing, but I think the secondary question as well is how does Facebook combat that bias if there is indeed one?
And what's the answer to that, briefly?
It's incredibly difficult. I think the German election is a great example. Just over the weekend, Facebook published a blog post recently in which it summarized its efforts in that regard. It did things like offering people who clicked on political articles in Germany a secondary click to election party manifestos of all the political parties so that they could be better informed.
Yeah. Okay.
They offered to they offered up different political content so that people had a broader range of news. I mean,
I'm going to pause you there, Prashan, but thank you offering the political manifesto so people can make up their own mind. Thanks for watching.